forgot.
it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, it's good. You know, sometimes you forget about your Midas. It's fine. It's okay. Checking out the gold graph here, 14,000 gold lead here for Orange Esport.
Yikes.
Yeah, they're approaching the magical 35, but for now they say, hey, let's go in the Roche, get some little more advantage here. The Aegis is going to be very welcome on Mushi, who already has that Orchid finish, working towards that BKB. But for me, Orange Esport has complete map control. They got all of the towers safe for that tier 2 mid, which they could easily grab at their leisure. But they say, maybe go for the Roche first, or maybe you go for the tier 2. I think Roche is doable. It's completely feasible. I don't think Zenith could challenge that. Do they have Blink on Magnus just yet? They don't.
Okay, so it's a 19 minutes boots of travel on Tinker.
Uh-oh, Net also has a Blink dagger. Net's Blink came quicker than the Boots of Travel. That's how bad the game is going for Zenith right now.
Yep. The only one that seems to be getting something is the Anti-Mage, and even then it's not that much. Now they can secure this Roche, and there's a ward from Zenith, so they know that Mush is up there just trying to find someone. They will not even dare approach the Roche pit. And that's exactly what Orange needs. They just sit there from the Roche, constantly pop the medallion, which for some reason Exit is not doing. There you go, that's much better. And KYXY will have to drop the TP to get the Aegis, unless they want to give it to Mushi.
No, they're probably going to give it to Mushi, yeah. Welcome back here to the stream, although Mushi is not there, so I guess KYXY. Mushi says, I have better things to do, trying to kill that Tinker. He barely misses him. Meanwhile, KYXY, or Yamate, is going to keep on farming. Here's my question to you, Bruno.
Yes.
Is there a single way as now KYXY gets pulled here? Mushi out of mana here, huge mana void. And Mushi says, damn.
Well, the answer is, that's a start.
That's a start. Well, the thing is, you play absolutely split push, right? You don't actually ever take a fight unless it's in the base. Yamate, please use your Midas. Oh, here comes a little bit of base defense. It's going to be Yamate in huge trouble. Can he blink back out? RP's got to be used, but the RP just in time. Very
just
well played.
Now ISIS will be the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yamate survives. Tinker survives. And these two will be split pushing. And if you're Orange Esport, you still have the Storm. You still have a Blink Hex coming out from your Shadow Shaman. Is that enough to kind of catch these guys off the guards and then kill them and then push? Or will Zenith just make it a nightmare, almost impossible for you to push against?
I mean, normally you would be scared of the March of the Machines on the Tinker, but this is a game where you actually can go for the Blazers because the Tinker is nowhere near that BKB. But you don't even need to. Now X-Freedom find Extinct, the battle of the X's. And it's going to be very bad.
Slips in here, finds an ice kill. It's going to go for a second. Orchid's going to miss on XY. And is that going to cost him here? As we do have XY balding up. I do believe if he has an Orchid, he would have got the kill. It's going to be a laser TP, which doesn't do much against Iron Shell. It doesn't matter.
KYXY finds Freedom.
Yeah.
That's right there. He finds the gem as well. They're going to find the tier 2 tower. 22 minutes into the game. No more other towers for Zenith. All the tier 1 towers are up. Anti-Mage wants to change that, but no, look at that. Solo Shadow Shaman finds the Anti-Mage. The amount of damage.
Wow.
Bum.
Wow. That was an exclamation mark.
Exclamation mark. Yes.
As we have a Shadow Shaman Hex Shackle combo into Infested TP. And not only that, they even dropped the wall for him. Be like, man, get out of here.
And they got the other tier 2 tower that they were expecting. They still have the Aegis. I mean, yeah, Zenith. The only reason they're not calling GG, I think, is because they would be out of the tournament.
Yep.
But I don't see how you're coming back. The Anti-Mage was not dying. That was the good thing. But he died now. He only has Battle Fury and Midas, which of course will accelerate his farm. But that means that he's an 800 HP Anti-Mage with pretty much no way of actually contributing in a fight, other than right-clicking and doing moderately high amount of damage.
I think, you know, there's nothing for Zenith to lose right now, apart from this particular game, because you are playing for the Ultra, and I mean Ultra late game. So if you give away an Anti-Mage kill, sure, it sucks. It sucks really badly because his Midas is not being used and all that stuff. But, you know, hey, just keep on trucking it, keep on farming.
The problem is that you're playing for the ultra late game, but you have a 22 minutes 5 position Shadow Shaman that has Blink and Force Staff and Arcane Boots.
And more gold than your Tinker.
I've seen mid Shadow Shamans do worse than that.
Yeah, yeah. Did I say he has more gold than your Tinker?
Yeah.
He actually has more gold than your Tinker, so, yeah.
I mean, no matter how far you go, unless that Anti-Mage goes for a BKB, the Shadow Shaman can pretty much solo kill him.
Even if he goes to BKB, the Blink Hex is going to be coming quicker than your BKB activation. So
Yep. So again, another small gang trying to see if they find something. Unfortunately, no one is there. Maybe they will be happy just getting this tier 1. They know that the glyph is on cooldown. That's, I think, a silver lining for Zenith. If they can get a couple of tier 1s, that's free money waiting for them there. But so far, Orange didn't even let them get the tier 1 towers. They were just quickly to rotate, and it's not just a half commitment of one support going there. They go as 2 or 3 and they get the kills. So yeah, Zenith has quite some work ahead of them.
I like to hear what Zenith is trying to do. I mean, they're slowly split pushing on Yamate. They're trying to set up a trap, waiting for somebody to come in. Storm has been nearby. Storm has used a BKB charge by accident. I guess it was a misclick, but that was a 10-second BKB usage, and
Maybe just because he can. I mean, to be honest.
I mean, it doesn't matter too much, but
Knowing Mushi, I can imagine him seeing this ward and popping the BKB on the ward just to say like, ha, look, I pop a 10-second BKB because I can.
that's their ward.
That's the ward, never mind. It's
Bruno, you're drunk.
Sorry,
Go home.
I'm sleep deprived as well.
You know, speaking of drunk, we recommend... Wait, we can't do product placement.
No product placement. Yeah. I showed Lumi a drink that he really liked. You can tweet him about it, ask him the name. He'll recommend you where you can find it, and it's pretty cool.
Though they do discriminate against Argentinians. So.
In Sweden, not here, fortunately. But yeah, they do that.
Yeah, they do that. Top on the lane here, we have Net. Just having a grand old time.
Mm-hmm.
Hanging out in the trees.
Make it up. They're just...
Well,
breaking
Yamate
base.
is dead. Blink out, Hex. Oh, here comes a zip. No, disengage just yet. They do have the Orchid on top of him, and he does get nuked down here by the Chen. This is a patient play because they don't need to do anything else. It's going to be KYXY going right into the base. Ice is trying to run away, and he does outrun the race car bill thanks to the virtue of a Rage.
KYXY should have committed suicide there. The agent is about to expire. If he does that, he comes back with full health. I think he didn't want to risk it. At this point, Mushi has all the mana in the world. There's an infest, there's a smoke. I don't think they even need the smoke. They're just going to wait patiently until XY shows his face. They're going to go into the Tinker, kill the Tinker, and then suddenly nothing else is defending those tiers.
Yeah, Tinker's definitely the hero that
There
you want
you
to go
go.
on. And he comes in from a mile away. There's the dropping off the lifestyle still play low, and they don't even go for the X Freedom. They say, hey man, let's just go straight for your Raxus. And Mech gets popped. The wards are focusing on the tower, and this is definitely the beginning of the end.
Yep, and now here comes the glyph, probably the last glyph we'll see in this game. This tower is going to fall, these barracks are going to fall, and if Mushi wants, he can really jump on the Visage as well.
You can
Or
jump
he
on the
go
fountain if
Rubik.
you want.
He can go wherever he wants.
Yeah, man, he's the one that's dropping the hammer.
Yep, and he still has his BKV, 9-second charge this time, but it's going to be more than enough to kill 2 or maybe 3 people. Here YSY is sent home for some reason. He's going to just get some mana, get some life back, buy a Basher. He's just 500 gold away from the Abyssal Blade. 26 minutes into the game.
26 minutes.
26 minutes.
That's a lot of minutes.
Yes. And Anti-Mage is not looking good.
Anti-Mage got some gold, but gotta spend that gold.
He's going for a BKB.
Yeah.
All he can go for. But when you have into, you just need to deal damage and you need to survive. And you can't buy an item that gives you both. Unless you're an Outworld Devourer and you go a Rod of Atos that gives you survivability and damage.
Can we last start with the Rod of Atos?
But I like that item.
I feel like when we talk about Rod of Atos, we're trying to do a product placement. Like, it's clearly...
Can I talk about Spirit Breaker then?
Yeah, let's talk about the Space Cow.
Space Cow.
Oh, wait. Before that.
Yeah.
Yesterday,
Yes.
we were shopping for suits.
Right. Today. It's actually today.
Okay, whatever. You were shopping for suits, and
Yes.
whenever you went into the store, you were saying, can I get some stage suits?
Yes.
You know, I want to...
Well, because I wanted to describe the fact that they were... Because if you go for suits, people show you these very
the
boring matte, like
yeah,
black, brown.
That's cool.
I have to go like stage suits, something bright.
But every time you said stage suits, I heard, can I get some space suits?
Space
I'm like, damn,
well,
man.
you also heard something different when I went to megasuits.com.
Yeah.
That
Which we definitely can't say on the stream. So.
So you maybe want to have your ears checked.
Yeah. But, alright. Tell me about Spirit Cow.
Spirit Cow. Imagine if you had a Spirit Cow instead of a Tinker.
Okay.
You would have gotten some farm.
You would have lost a million a lot harder.
You would have got lost. Okay. So imagine if you had a Spirit Cow instead of the Rubik.
On support.
On support. You would have
Dude,
pulled...
Rubik was to get a lot of lifting against that Darkseer. Let's be fair here.
They were killing the Darkseer. It didn't matter. The thing is that...
He was pulling the LDZ move on the Darkseer.
Yeah, so... The thing is that he would have gotten some farm. He would have been able to gank that Storm Spirit pre-level 5, pre-level 6.
Not sure why
KYXY is just killing Anti-Mage solo because he has an Abyssal. An Anti-Mage can't blink away. I don't know. Maybe a Bloodseeker.
Maybe a Bloodseeker.
Does Bloodseeker work with Zip? I don't think it does, right? You zip away, you don't take damage.
Well, Stormster just blindly zipping on the high ground here. I'm not sure about the Bloodseeker interaction, although at this point, I'm not sure if it matters. The ward gets dropped down here. Double damage. Mushi just hitting on a tower. Here comes Mushi. He finds Ice and the Infest out. Easy first picking. They see XY. XY's also dead. They are just ahead by a unsurmountable amount, I want to say now. And oh, this has got to be it here. As second racks will go down. Third racks will go down. Merlini getting up. How are you, Merlini? Having good nap?
I mean, how could you? It was too short to be able to fall asleep.
Man,
Actually, it was a 30-minute game, which is okay, but it felt much shorter than that just because 10 minutes into the game, again, Orange dominating.
this game's so short, you can't even enter REM.
Yeah. What about Alpha Waves?
What?
Can you get there?
Get what?
Alpha Waves.
I think you may be able to get alpha waves.
Okay. We can work with that.
I think
I definitely need some REM, man.
man.
And not the music kind of REM. Although I like myself a little bit of Michael's type here and then.
I think all of us are a little bit in monotone mode. But Zenith will go out of the Alienware Cup as they do call the GG. They will go home as the
7/8?
7/8 placement and go home with $1,500.
$1,500, that's something. In Southeast Asia, $1,500 can take you quite a long way.
In America, that's a lot of chicken nuggets.
That's a lot.
That is too much chicken nuggets.
Well, it's almost like 4,000. Is it? Like 8 times 2. No.
It's nine.
Let's see. It's 80 for $16. So you get 800 for 160. You had 8,000 chicken nuggets. Pretty much.
That is too much chicken nuggets.
That's too much chicken nuggets. And you get free sauce with that, like chili sauce and
Special sauce.
honey mustard.
Which one was your favorite sauce?
Which one was it? The white one, the
creamy ranch.
The creamy ranch. Yeah.
Let's not go into detail why he likes the white creamy ranch, but well, for Zenith's sake, they're out of the tournament. They're gonna go home with some prize money. Orange, as somewhat expected by all of us, is gonna go moving on to tournament. They're gonna be playing against the winner of LGD International and Tongfu, which is gonna be the next coming up match. But
Wait. No, that's wrong. That's just wrong.
Sorry, what?
They're playing against either
one of the two teams that just dropped down. We can actually take a look at the bracket now.
Yeah,
And
I was confused. My bad.
No,
okay.
do you remember yesterday's games?
They're going to be playing the loser against...
IG and DK got eliminated, and each one of those will be playing against the winner.
They got knocked down, not eliminated.
Sorry, yes.
So either IG or
DK, and we're actually going to have a draw.
No, wait.
It's going to be DK,
I think
right?
DPM knows.
It's going to be DK, right? Because IG...
We're going to have a live draw on stream. We've been doing draws, but the viewers want to see it.
Okay.
They think there's something amiss, so we'll have a live draw at the end of today's stream. Either IG or DK will be playing Orange in the next round.
So when you say a live draw, do we put the camera on Bruno, and he puts his hand into a can?
A can. Like a can of Coke.
It'll be
a hat.
incredibly sensual.
Right.
Okay.
Or a
He'll be
box.
wearing his nicest suit.
Fair enough.
And then you pull out
I'm like...
Yeah, it's like a lottery drawing.
It's DK.
And it says...
IG.
IG, right? You said whatever you want. But before we have the live draw...
Yes.
That'll be at the end of today, not now.
Okay, let's send it back to the analysts.
Pew, pew.
Happy 4th of July, everyone.
Orange, best team in North America.
Best American team. Of course, this Malaysian squad played fantastically well today.
Their draft was pretty solid, and they had to execute well. It was more risky than Orange's strat or than Zenith's strat, Zenith strat was pretty much, okay, we're going to turtle with Magnus, with RP, with Marching Machines, with BOTs, and we're going to try and delay the game as long as possible and split push you to death with our extreme mobility, with anti-mage. It was very obvious what they were going to do, and it didn't work out for them because Orange played so well. They had such good farm on the Shadow Shaman, biggest of all, and the Orchid on the Orchid on Mushi came out relatively early, much earlier than the Manta, which didn't even come out on the Anti-Mage, and much earlier than the BOTs. And if you can snowball like that and continue the pressure without making too many mistakes, then it's a pretty surefire win versus that sort of lineup.
Yeah, Queen of Pain is oftentimes one of the... She's prey for Anti-Mage, but later on in the game. If you get a fast Orchid, the Predator is actually the Queen of Pain. She's the one who hunts the Anti-Mage, hunts the Tinker, and puts out a lot of pressure. So Mushi had a good start. But for me, I think the biggest story coming out of this game is that if it comes to a more standard style, Orange is just a better straight-up team than Zenith. Zenith, I feel they need to win a little bit cheekily. You know, unusual drafts, creative picks. I like the XY Tinker, but Anti-Mage Tinker, you pretty much know what Zenith's going to do from there.
They need some more cheesy strats.
Yeah, and I feel like Ice 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 just could never have his signature impact. He couldn't be a total pain in the ass, just got punished a lot.
He played decently well.
He played decently well. But I just feel like it's not a hero that there's only so much you can do to stall with a Magnus.
Right.
Whereas if you're a Darkseer, a Slark, a Timbersaw, there's a lot more options.
Indeed. So again, Orange played very well. Mushi is much more suited to the mid role. We've seen Orange a lot more successful with him on the mid role, and I believe KYXY on the.
He's too fucking pro in the mid role.
And KYXY on the Lifestealer, I mean, we didn't see Lifestealer too much that game, but he just dominated. Just straight up dominated the game.
Well, that's what Lifestealer does.
I mean, he had Abyssal Blade and just absolutely owned everybody. As for the Midas pickup, I don't really feel like it made too much of a difference either way. Obviously, you want your Manta as fast as possible to split out an Orchid and other stuff and to play offensively. But, I mean, he was versus Chen, and they did need a super stacked anti-mage in order to win the game. I don't feel like any of the item choices cost them the game. But more just getting outplayed, being too predictable, and Orange just playing extremely well.
Yeah, and I think it was just Orange playing extremely well. I don't think Zenith played horribly in this game.
Right.
You just have to play like DK level of ultra safe, ultra defensive. Nobody gets picked off. DK, not the DK from yesterday. The DK from a couple of days ago. the DK that's going to the Dota 2 Super League Grand Finals. But that does wrap up our first best of 3 of the day. We have another one coming up. It's going to be LGD International versus Tongfu. You excited for that?
All right, yeah, it's decent. 2-to-1 odds.
2-to-1 odds
on my favorite rare betting.
Where are your rares going? That's the real test.
2-to-1, definitely Tongfu. I actually would put Tongfu more than 2-to-1 favorite.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of it is Tongfu isn't the flashiest team, so they maybe don't have the biggest fan base. Dota 2 Lounge, a lot of Russians betting there, a lot of Western Dota fans, not that many Chinese using it yet. So I would say if it were just in terms of odds for me, I think it's like 3-to-1 at least. I think Tongfu's looked a lot stronger than LGD.
I think the actual bet should be, will the games be faster than the
Then 80
Zenith?
minutes.
Than the Orange Zenith.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure, like, by looking at Tongfu, and not of course the match they lost against Navi, but the match they played before that, which was against MUFC, if I remember correctly.
That was a fairly easy win.
Yes, and it was pretty fast as well.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they get a similarly fast win against LGD International.
Who knows if they get behind?
If they get behind.
LGD will do the ultra Chinese
I really
way.
want LGD to win, but
like how you wanted Zenith to win.
like how I wanted Zenith to win.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking that there will be a similar story right now.
Yeah.
Your heart says LGD.int, but your
My brain says Tongfu.
All right. That's pretty much.
Yeah, I
same
think that's
here
most
too.
of the viewers.
Yeah.
At least on our stream.
LGD is more flexible, so they kind of remind me of Zenith, although they're a little bit more consistent but less creative.
They really need G to have a good start. Like, if G snowballs, I think LGD could take a game or two, maybe even the series. Well, if they take 2, they take the series. But, if he snowballs hard, I think they can do it. But if it's just kind of a standard, straight-up game, everyone's playing reasonably well.
Right.
Tongfu just seems like the more solid team to me right now.
I agree with that. And with that in mind, let's talk a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about something else, which is
Discussion point.
discussion point. I want to raise a discussion point.
Okay. You may, Bruno.
Orange. We've seen them play. We've seen them lose against LGD China. We've seen them win against Zenith. And before that, brackets, please. Winners brackets. Thank you.
Jarrett, please, thanks.
I like that smile.
LGD China. Is that it? Oh yeah, that's it. I think.
In the winners bracket, yes.
Yeah. They went to the losers bracket then, and
DK and IG have dropped down.
go to the losers bracket,
He wants the losers, the lower bracket.
the lower bracket.
To the lower bracket, Kawa.
Faster.
That's okay. We just want to see the bracket.
Okay, MEFC. They won against MEFC and they won versus Zenith. They lost against LGD China.
When
Who do you think they want to play against? Do they play against IG or DK?
DK.
No, they want to play.
IG.
They want to play against IG.
I think everyone wants to play. Like, if you have to pick one of these big Chinese names right now, IG is definitely looking the weakest.
Right.
Tongfu looked way better than them.
yeah. Tongfu
I
looked better
mean,
than
DK looked like they did not look good yesterday.
That's true.
At all.
But maybe, I mean...
But
maybe
IG
that
has
was
not
an
looked
off
good
day. Yeah.
for a long
IG
time.
has not been looking consistently
I
solid.
just want to rephrase something that Gods has said on Twitter yesterday. Chinese Dota, RIP.
In peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest in
2008 to
2008,
2013.
2000 to
13. That's
He
the
said
year
13. I
12,
feel like we could
13.
almost say 2012. Although there was G
2012.
League Season 2 LAN finals. But
yeah.
that's about it.
Imagine what would happen if Navi, like, if hypothetically, if Navi wins the Alienware Cup,
Mm-hmm.
we have two very important tournaments where in one, Alliance wins against Chinese teams, in the other, Navi wins against Chinese teams. What will people say?
I mean, their throne will be short-lived though until CI3. That's what I'm waiting for at least. And sure, I mean, if they win, it's only been 2 months, and then
Yeah.
you gotta
Okay.
put out all the big stuff.
All right, guys. For the record,
Zenith was holding out
for the
CI3,
record,
man.
it's Merlini that's loving on a Chinese,
And you
and not me. Oh yeah, we are the same person. Okay.
We try to be objective at this table. We have our Navi fanboy one corner.
Scumbag
Asian- our
Navi.
China-
That's supposed to-
Our Navi, our scum,
Yes.
Chinese Dota fanboy. You guys balance each other out. It's a good pairing.
Yeah. It's
I'm not a Navi hater.
We're neutral.
No, I'm not a Navi
Objective
lover either,
neutral.
but the more you hate Navi, the more I have
I'm
to
neutral.
We're professional.
Yeah, that's right.
back up.
Look, when DPM Interactive makes an Asian tournament without Pinoys,
You were
somebody
afraid to
got to
hit
fill the slot, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So you go from Pinoy to Navi. It's just like a natural transition.
love hitting
so
you. Hello.
me. We're in our own little world over here.
yeah, we are.
We're broing out right now. Pretty hard.
Professionals.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're
Alright,
gonna
can
brawl
we-
tomorrow for the 4th of July.
Can we quickly jump to the next series and
Sure.
talk a little bit about that? So Ben, Tongfu, from a scale to 1 to thebomb.com.
Mm-hmm.
Easy to go.
Easy 2-0.
Easy to deal. Okay.
I think 3-1. It's about as skewed as the last match. At least going to the game, I think the odds are about 3-1.
Okay.
I think it's a similar story where maybe they come out and just surprise us, but probably 2-0.
I'm gonna say they take one game. They've been picking Wisp and Nature's Prophet, making it look interesting with Avenge Roam as well. Like you could snowball off a lane or two, maybe win a lane stage, maybe get a couple of towers, maybe
Win a lane stage
Maybe.
with Wiz
I'm
and
hearing a
Prophet
lot-
and bench.
This is Lumi right
no,
now.
no,
It's like,
did you watch
maybe,
those games?
Maybe,
no, yeah,
maybe,
I watched those
maybe,
games, but
and then they win.
it's too many ifs.
There are too many ifs.
If they go Wisp and Prophet and bench, and if they win
the
the
lane stage.
and if they get a level 1 road,
I'm not done yet. And if they go up by 35,000 gold,
yes.
and if G hits some arrows,
And if Hao disconnects from the game and cannot rejoin.
right?
I
Right.
actually think it's mostly just if G snowballs. Like for me, if he has a really powerful start, I think they can hang on in the laning stage, and G can carry them into the mid game. So
Is G better than Mu?
I think he can play better than Mu. I think Mu's more consistent though. G at his best, I would say he can beat Mu, but on his average day, it's hard to say. He does come out
Also-
flat sometimes.
Have we seen King J's clock on those two performances against IG?
Was meh.
He was combined for like 2 and 30 or something like that.
He was meh.
Who's
Yeah.
What are we gonna have? More missed arrows or more missed hooks?
Ooh.
No, he was hitting the hooks. He was hitting the hooks. He just dies, and then doesn't do much.
No, actually, I know you point back.
Arrow's a lot different though.
the
I mean,
arrows.
arrow's a spell you throw an arrow out there and you hope it hits. Hook is a spell that you
gotta
hook.
hit,
You
yeah.
gotta hit that.
More
hook.
missed arrows or clockwork deaths?
That's a
Over-under.
close one. That's a hard
That's
bet.
going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
But I love the fact that LGD.int is trying to get Mirana back into the scene.
Yeah, that's cool.
Surprise.
I just want to say Mushi started that trend. Arcane Boots, Shadow Blade,
Oh,
Yeah.
that shit was
carry Mirana.
that was
Mirana.
beautiful.
Legit.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens very, very soon. We still have...
Yeah, we have
1
about
hour?
an hour here. I guess we'll take a little bit of a break.
Yeah, we'll relax a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe get some sleep. Nappy time for everyone.
Nappy time.
Nappy time. Nap.
I already
Nap.
did that game 1.
Huh.
You didn't enter REM in that nap. It was so short.
I know. It was very short.
You close your eyes and the game was over.
Yep.
Guys, we may actually take the stream down just because we're going to try and troubleshoot this random crashing issue we're having. So if it goes down, don't panic. Just refresh. But I think on that note, we can take a break and we'll come back for a pre-show.
Right?
Unless anyone has anything else to add.
It's chicken nuggets time. Round 2, fellas.
All right.
All right.
Well, you guys might not see them for the next series because they may have some dietary problems. But it's going to be Tongfu versus LGD.int, our second and final best of 3 for the day. We'll take a quick break. This is the Alienware Cup brought to you by Beyond the Summit, made possible by our sponsors, Alienware, as well as MasterCard. If you do want to buy a Dota TV ticket, they're $7.99. The audio is not that great for a lot of people, at least from the West. I'm not sure how it is for those from China, but if you just want to watch these fantastic players' first-person perspectives, you can buy the ticket, $7.99, and do it with a MasterCard. Make DPM very happy. She's already happy that you guys are tuning in. Thanks for all your support. Big shout out to her, our tournament organizer. Be sure to check out the Alienware Cup on social media. Facebook.com/Alienware Cup, Twitter.com/Alienware Cup, and of course, AlienwareCup.com. On that note, we'll take a quick break and we'll come back and we'll be live with our second and final match of the day. It's going to be Tongfu versus LGD.int. Best of 3 in a little bit. Stay tuned.